Good morning, and welcome back to the Monday Motivation Podcast. It's January 12th, and today we're talking about something that quietly defines everything about your life: your standards. Here's the truth most people miss: you don't get what you want, you get what you're willing to tolerate. Your standards shape your life because standards are the invisible line between who you say you are and what you actually allow. If your standard is to be respected, you don't keep chasing people who don't value you. If your standard is to stay healthy, you don't make excuses when it's time to move or rest. If your standard is excellence, you don't settle for good enough. Your standards are what you live by every day, especially when no one's watching. And the thing about standards is this: they're built in the quiet decisions, in the texts you don't answer, in the work you double check, in the good habits you refuse to skip. Low standards feel comfortable in the short term because they make life easier for a moment, but they cost you long-term peace, confidence, and self-respect. High standards can feel heavy. They ask for consistency, accountability, discipline, but they give you a life you can be proud of. But do not confuse high standards with perfection. It's about being intentional, not flawless. Every time you lower your standards to keep someone, something, or even a version of yourself, you're shaping your life in the direction you want to avoid. Here's your reflection for the week. Where in your life have your standards slipped? Is it your health, your relationships, your work ethic? What's one small way you can raise that standard today, not in words, but in action? Because when you raise your standards, your life rises with them, not instantly, but inevitably. Thanks for starting your Monday here with me. I'll see you next week for another episode of the Monday Motivation Podcast. If this episode reminded you to stop settling, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear that raising your standards is not arrogance, it's alignment. Have a strong, self-respecting week.